refused to understand what it meant. We have always said that the impeachment is a political persecution. It is the administration going after me after I resigned from the cabinet. And if it's a persecution, it's some sort of crucifixion against me. Diba? And so when there's a crucifixion, there's blood. So it's a bloodbath, my bloodbath. So I'm just sad that many people refuse to understand the context wherein I give statements.
What should the public expect you in trial personal? How are you preparing yourself emotionally and mentally for what lies ahead?
Okay. From the defense, the people can expect that they will do their utmost, their best in protecting the rights, my rights as an accused in an impeachment trial, and they will do their utmost as well to answer the allegations, the accusations. They have prepared for this since 2023. And how am I preparing myself mentally and emotionally? Well, emotionally, I don't feel anything at all anymore about the impeachment, because the first time I heard it in November 2023, from the mouth of former Congressman Castro, I was already preparing for it. Physically, I prepare for everything by making sure that I get the 8 hours of sleep and the vitamins that the doctors recommend that I take daily.
Given that legal proceedings in the Philippines, it's highly politicized, do you believe fair trial is still possible in this case?
For the impeachment?
Yes.
Of course not. We already saw that they were trying to fish evidence from the budget hearing. As we heard former Congresswoman Kimbo say, let's stick to our plan. So there was already a plan of fishing evidence from that budget hearing. And when they failed to get evidence from the budget hearing, they proceeded to investigation in aid of legislation about confidential funds, and yet it was only the Office of the Vice President that was invited to that hearing in aid of legislation, and no other department was invited to speak about confidential funds. And what they did there was harass, threaten our staff from the Office of the Vice President. So you can see the pattern here. And then when they failed to get evidence from that investigation in aid of legislation, they proceeded to just file the articles of impeachment, from which we can see that there were 3 articles of impeachment that was filed wherein they did not follow the procedure. And there is a question as well about the verification, because how fast did you get signatures of 300 plus congressmen in just a span of a few hours, wherein we question if the members of the House of Representatives who signed read the articles of impeachment.
President Marcos Jr. said he doesn't want you to be impeached.
As I said yesterday, our personal feelings and our personal problems are not important at this point. What is important at this point? What are the things that are important at this point? Is our country, the issues that we face, and of course our kababayan, taong bayan, not just the Filipinos in the Philippines, but the Filipinos abroad as well.
Thank you, ma'am. Last question, ma'am. On the lighter note, ma'am, that's what is your birthday wish this year?
My birthday wish this year is for all Filipinos to be always healthy, since that is something that money cannot buy. And nakita ko sa trabaho ko when I was mayor, when I was vice mayor, hanggang ngayon sa Office of the Vice President, na kapag merong nagkakasakit sa pamilya ay naghihirap at nagkakautang-utang talaga ang pamilya. Kaya I wish to God that He will grant all Filipinos worldwide good health.
Ako, ma'am, ano po, advance greetings na lang po para sa Mother's Day kay PRRD.
Yes, I wish PRRD a very happy Father's Day, and I wish that he feels happy and proud of his children, and we thank him for his generosity to us, and we thank him for the time that we have with him in the detention center, wherein he is just a regular, normal human being and not the mayor or the president.
Okay, thank you very much. Next, Billionario News Channel, please.
Yes, good morning po, Vice President. And I have 3 or 4 questions. The first question is, Representative Laila De Lima warns against moving the reading of articles of impeachment from June 2 to June 11, and according to her, the impeachment might not push through. Do you still believe that the Senate will push through the impeachment trial, given that they moved the presentation of the articles of impeachment?
At this point, sir, I really do not know if the impeachment trial will push through. But I told the defense team that they should prepare for whatever eventuality. And we leave it up to the Senate to decide on the articles of impeachment. We do not know what will happen. What is important is that the legal defense team is prepared.
The second one is, what's your reaction to Torres' appointment as EFTI?
That's my reaction, sir. Next question.
Last question po ninyo.
Yun, sir.
Okay, so this one. No comment talaga on the reconciliation kasi sabi ng others niya, kailangan mabalik si former President Duterte for that to happen.
Yes, that is the sentiment of the millions of Filipinos, not just in the Philippines but worldwide. No, that is their sentiment. But my stand is, whatever personal grudges that we have, whatever personal problems that we have with each other is not really important. What is important is that the administration focus on the problems that we see every day in our country. We want a better life, a better Philippines for everyone. And that is the job of the president, that is the work of government, and we want them to focus on that. And as I said, the personal problems are so tiny in the universe of problems of the Philippines.
Thank you very much. Next, UNTV.
Hello, Madam. Any parting message from the President mo? And what's his message for your birthday?
Si President Duterte.
Message niya po for your birthday.
Oh, did I ask him maghapon now what his message is? Asa sa niya?
This is destiny.
You have to tell your friends.
And by destiny. Oh yeah, I don't want to. Huwag na lang yung it's private. His wish for me. But the other question.
Sa Pilipino.
Yes. Oo. Nagpapasalamat po ako sa lahat ng mga kababayan natin na ang dami pong nagpapadala ng messages, ang daming gumawa ng videos, ang daming gumawa ng art cards, madami ang nag-celebrate, hindi lang sa Pilipinas but around the world. Kasama na dito sa The Hague, ang daming mga Filipinos from Europe and other continents who came here today to celebrate and to do the rally with us. And I am truly blessed because I am one of the few individuals wherein my birthday is celebrated around the world. And I am honored and I am very proud because of that.
We're last outlet in Radio Kamao, please. Tanong ko lang po, for now, gaano ho kalakas yung events sa Duterte para ipagtanggol siya sa
Yes, opo. Naghahanda na po sila sa kanilang gagawin para sa September. Pero bago pa man umabot ang September, meron na rin silang mga ginagawa na nakapaloob sa Rome Statute para gawin na mapadali ang dismissal or ang release ni Pangulong Duterte. Na yun ang dasal natin lahat. Kagahapon, kinausap ako ni Atty. Harry Roque at meron siyang mga naisip na pwede pang gawin para magawa ng paraan ang pag-release kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. At yun ay isa sa mga agenda ko sa susunod na mga meetings ko na kasama ang mga abogado ni dating Pangulong Duterte.
So ma'am, dahil nasa hot-seat ngayon, kayo ni Senator Marcos na kayo parang kasama ko lagi. So ano yung masasabi ko sa mga Duterte supporters na hindi sa pabor doon sa pagkasama nyo?
Oo, hindi ko na pinipilit sa mga Duterte supporters mo dahil alam ko at nararamdaman ko kung ano yung nararamdaman nila. Pero sa ngayon kasi, unang-una, kung makita ninyo, ay isa siya sa mga masipag tumulong sa kaso ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. At isa siya sa mga stress sa pag-iisip kung paano ba mapauwi si dating pag-iisip ng mga paraan kung paano mauwi si dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. At isa pa ay yung personal ko, no? Siyempre, kung ikaw may kapatid na presidente or kahit naman, kahit hindi kayo mga public officials, na kapag meron kayong hindi pinagkakasunduan ng kapatid mo, ay nalungkot yun. Lalong-lalo na kapag hindi ka kinakausap ng kapatid mo. At doon ay naawa ako sa kanya. Kaya parang, kumbaga, okay, sige, kung hindi ka man kausapin ng kapatid mo or hindi mo kausapin yung kapatid mo, pwede mo, you have a friend in the office of the Vice President. Parang gano'n.
Ma'am, ito po, meron na bang mga nakasampang kaso doon sa kuya natin na doon sa pagkakaalis kay pagkakitap kay galing Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte?
Isa yon sa mga tulong ni Senator Amy, no, sa dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Noong ginawa niya ang hearing, ay lumabas doon na nagsabuatan talaga sila sa paghila, pagkidnap, pagdukot kay dating Pangulong Duterte sa Pilipinas at hinatid siya dito sa The Hague. At merong chairperson's report na sinabit niya sa ombudsman na kami ay nagdadasal na sana ay maakyat or ma-file na yung mga cases dyan sa ombudsman doon sa mga tao na kaparte o kasama sa illegal na pagkuha kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Yes, oo po. Nagpapasalamat ako sa lahat ng mga kababayan natin sa kanilang well wishes sa kanilang mga regalo, sa kanilang mga pagdarasal. At sana ay kayo din ay mabiyayaan noong lahat ng wish ninyo sa akin ay sana ibigay din sa inyo ng ating may kapal.
Thank you very much. That ends the press interview.
Thank you.
For the media, if you want to have a photo, group photo with the Vice President, please do so.
Ganyan na lang sir, tapos nito ko para arrange na kayo eh.
For those who want to take photos, araw na lang ako.
Kaya, bigay na natin ang birthday gift na kanya.
Okay, 1, 2.
Okay, ready? 1, 2. Question from Leon India. Have you seen your father? And what is his condition? How do you see him?
Ay, media yan sa akin. Media yan.
Ay, sorry. Media kami. Pakiano lang po dito, kung masyadong i-over lang po kasi nakikita, no? Pwede naman i-zoom in yan.
Experience and extended his message to the Filipino community by saying that destiny guides us and he is there because of destiny, whether rightly or wrong.
Second question from Leon India. Prosecutor to get your father's arrest must decide. How much time do you have that your father will take to decide?
Well, we still give our trust to judges and courts. However, we have reports early on from the year 2022 about tampering of witness by investigators but we still give our trust, our whole trust to the judges and the ICC court that they will be fair and that they will be unbiased and that they will be objective in assessing all the petitions of the defense counsel.
Last question. Your father remains one he even won a mayoral election this month. How afraid do you think those in power in the Philippines are he will return and come after them once this is over? Second question from me. Your father remains one. How afraid do you think those in power in the Philippines are that he will return and come after
never went after his political enemies. No one at all in his entire career who was against him politically did he go after. You can see he was in a tight contest always in all elections with the former speaker, Prospero Morales. And he went on to run for several repeated positions in the House of Representatives, former Speaker Nogales. He died of natural causes. Senator Trillanes, for example, he went after President Duterte from 2015, 2016, and 2017. He's still running after now, and talking about President Duterte, there's nothing, no harm has been here. So that is not the attitude of President
Duterte. What is your message to the leaders of our country and to the Filipino people? What is your message to the leaders and to the Filipino worldwide?
Yes. To our kababayan worldwide, first off, we thank them for their participation in the overseas absentee voting, and we thank them for supporting and of course, we thank them for their support of their families back home in the Philippines. On the real issues of the country, and that is unemployment, poverty,
Ladies and gentlemen, help me in welcoming the former spokesperson.
When will be the off-taking of the former president of
yes, this is something that he is continually discussing. The oath-taking of former President is something that he is continually discussing with his lawyers. And yesterday I asked him about it, and he said that I just want to talk to my lawyers about it. But my personal feelings is that he was addressing it to, I think, the world. He said,
Thank you very much.
Ma'am, matanong lang po, may napili po ba kayong legal team o defense lawyers para sa impeachment trial? Pareho po ba sila ng team na nag-represent sa inyo sa Korte Suprema noon?
Thank you, ma'am. Sa table.
sa Korte Suprema, kaso doon kami, sa Supreme Court, meron akong disbarment cases, and mga disbarment cases ko doon ay unang lawyer ko doon ay ang father-in-law, mas Marcos, questioning the constitution of the articles of impeachment, and lawyers there are Mr.
Maraming salamat po. Isa pa po ang question. Ma'am, ano po ang reaksyon niyo sa ulat na ipapakancel ng gobyerno ang passport ni Atty. Harry Roque dahil sa warrant of arrest sa kasong human trafficking? Bilang isa sa mga kilalang taga-suporta ninyo, may nais po ba kayong ipayo o mensahe para sa kanya?
Well, yes. Naawa ako kay Atty. Harry Roque dahil totoo lang, ang kinagdag ko ay yung persecution sa kanya ay dahil sa pagpapakita niya ng support kay dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte at syempre sa tanglakan ng pangalawang Pangulo. At ang confident naman ako na sobrang galing na abogado ni Atty. Harry Roque na kaya niya sa akin. Ano man yung mga asasyon para tanggapin ano yung persecution na gagawin sa kanya. Ang advice ko sa kanya lang, actually wala akong advice sa kanya. Lagi pagkatikitabin kami, tinatanong ko siya, kamusta siya, at lagi ko siya sinasabihan mag-ingat siya dahil yun sa cancellation na
And last question po, after this visit po, may plano na po ba kayo kung kailan kayo babalik sa Pilipinas?
Yes, ang flight namin pabalik ng Pilipinas is either G3 or G4 at inaantay lang namin yung confirmation kung pwede ba talaga kami makabisita sa
protection. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much. So let's move on to SMNI.
Ay, naku, wala na rin oras, wala pa ako nagpapakit. Magsasalita na ako sa kanila. May expression, na-counted ang pangat-pangat pa. That's national anthem. Anyway, maraming salamat po sa inyong suporta sa ating Tatay Sino. At siyempre, narito tayo. Hindi lamang para dumante ng happy birthday kanina kay... Sino ang susunod na presidente? Correct. Sino pinakapagaling na presidente? Ano ang sigaw ng Pilipino?
Clarify. I think many misunderstood.
Sabi nila, parang daw ang mahala sa Europa. Mayroon ba kayo?
Refused to understand what it meant. We have always said that the impeachment is a political persecution. It is the administration going after me after I resigned from the cabinet. And if it's a persecution, it's some sort of crucifixion against me. Diba? And so when there's a crucifixion, there's blood. So it's a bloodbath, my bloodbath.